October is nearly upon us. What are my reading plans? What are your reading plans? You can let me know in the comments below. My name is Jim. This is my channel. Books, reading and stuff. In September I did quite well. I read 6 of the books on my TBR and I read another 2 that weren't on the TBR, and I might even finish another one because September's not quite finished yet. But October highlight is Nickleby. Highlight because this will be the last novel of Dickens for me. It's the only Dickens completed novel that I haven't read. I finished Barnaby Rudge in February, which I started last Victober. I don't expect I'll read all of Nickleby in October. Usually Dickens novels take me 2 to 6 months, but we will see because they're all quite weighty tomes. And also for Victober I'm reading Nickleby, Murder on the Prince Regent by Irina Shapiro, which is the 6th book in the Tate and Bell series. I've read the other 5 books. You don't have to read them in order, but if you want to see the relationship between Sebastian Bell of Scotland Yard and Nurse Gemma Tate, you can follow them in order, but each one is a separate mystery. It started with the Highgate Cemetery murder as number 1. Sebastian Bell works for Scotland Yard. Gemma Tate is a nurse, and this time they're informed about a murder on a ship, the Prince Regent, and Sebastian Bell investigates, and I'm sure he'll be helped by Gemma Tate, who can't help him in an official capacity because this is Victorian times and women weren't allowed to work with the police in these times. The millstone around my TBRs has been Cryptonomicon. I'm so far on page 340 of 910. I'm still not sure whether I'll finish it or whether it'll end up at DNF, but I keep plodding along with this. I also want to try some popular women writers. These are best-selling women writers: Taylor Jenkins Reid, Colleen, Hoover. I haven't read anything by them. This Verity, I'm told, is like The Wife Upstairs by Freida McFadden, which I have read. Daisy Jones and the Six is about a band. I like reading about bands. I used to follow a lot of bands, not anymore, but so I want to see what makes these 2 writers so popular. And I'll also be reading a Freida McFadden book, Ward D. I've read a number of Freida McFadden already. She writes these psychological thrillers with lots of twists in them. I also have a duology I want to finish. I read The Six of Crows back in March, and now I want to read the 2nd book in the duology, Crooked Kingdom. This is a fantasy about this heist. They pulled off the heist in the 1st book, but something goes wrong, and I want to see how it's followed up in the 2nd book. I put a poll on my community page with this choice of 4 books as to which to put on my October TBR, and The Hollow Places by T. Kingfisher has the most votes so far. The poll is not closed, so this might change, but The Hollow Places looks suitable for the spooky season. It's about this girl, Cara, who's just been recently divorced, and she moves into her uncle's museum, a museum of wonders, and she finds through a hole in the wall there's a portal to alternate realities, which could be quite spooky. And also for spooky season, I have The Dead Children's Playground by James Cain. I don't know much about it, but the cover just looks very spooky. What do you think? So those are the books I plan to read in the month of October. What are you planning to read in October? Let me know in the comments. If you like this video, and give it a thumbs up. This will help me with the YouTube algorithm. And I shall see you on the next video. Goodbye.